So just so you know what I'm saying? Yes, that day is mandatory for us to fast, right? But guess what? The only way that we're going to continue to get closer to the Most High God is, we call it SPA. Study, pray, apply.
Deuteronomy 10 and 12. You know what I'm saying? So you're familiar that the Bible is our records, and the so-called Haitians are from the tribe of Levi, right? And we all one nation. All right, Deuteronomy 10 and 12.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
So, Brother William, right? Now that you know that you're from the tribe of Levi, you know what I'm saying? What does God require of us being his chosen people? Read.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord.
So, to sum it up, it says to keep his commandments. So, are you familiar with any of the commandments that, I'm going to ask, how long have you known that you're from the tribe of Levi? It's like recently you've been studying, learning?
About 15, 20 years. I actually ran into some brothers up back in Philadelphia.
Uh-huh.
And also back in Pittsburgh as well. They didn't wear the same exact attire as you do right now. But yeah, right. So I got a chance to get a little bit of understanding. That's why I was surprised to see you're here in Gastonia. That's great.
Okay, yeah.
I guess I never saw this far down south ever.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the truth is spreading. Yeah, the truth is spreading, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we currently in Gastonia, but we got brothers all up in here, all up in this region, and we working on a location up this way as well.
So what's the best way I can get in contact with you guys so I can get back on in tune? Just reach out.
You can call, you can reach out, call that number right there in the lower right hand corner.
So somebody get back to me?
Yeah, we'll get back to you. You know what I'm saying? And that we meet there every Saturday. From 12 o'clock until we decide to close the doors. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, sir.
Like, the only way to sharpen yourself is, iron sharpens iron.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand that book there. That's an amazing book. You know what I'm saying? We all had our own jobs around the Ark of the Covenant. So.
Right. Yeah.
Acts 8.
Acts 8, yeah. Let me read this for you, Acts 8 and 30. Yeah, because that's you know what I'm saying? It's powerful that you know who you are, but you have to learn more, because you know what I'm saying, there's a lot more that we need to learn. You need to get together with like-minded individuals.
Right, that we can fend off that.
Acts chapter 8 and verse 30. And Philip ran thither to him, and heard him read the prophet Isaiah, and said, Understandest thou what thou readest? And he said, How can I, except some man should guide me?
Right, and some man should guide you. Sirach 37 and 12. You know what I'm saying? So we come together, and we get righteous counsel and understanding from our leadership that been doing it for years, you know what I'm saying, and researching and studying and getting that information. Read that.
Sirach chapter 37 and verse 12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
Right. So you know what I'm saying, like we were saying earlier, we meet in Gastonia on Saturdays, but we don't meet only on Saturdays, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get together other days. We've been going hard all summer, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you want to get together with like-minded individuals that keep God's commandments. And it's going to start, you know what I'm saying, we're starting to congregate. Give me that Leviticus 23. What you got?
Verse 7.
Yep, read that.
Sirach chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. And
read it from the top again.
Sirach chapter 5 verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
So, you know what I'm saying, don't put it off from day to day, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So read that, call that number. You know what I'm saying? We expect to see you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna come down this Saturday?
I'm not driving nowhere, but I will get in contact with you guys, and you can get in contact with me.
Yes, sir. We will do. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the means of, you know what I'm saying, yes, definitely reach out and learn more and more. But get Leviticus 23 and 3. You know what I'm saying? It's very vital that, like you said, iron sharpens iron. We gotta build each other up and learn what it is, the things that we gotta do. Read.
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation.
So it says a holy gathering. That's the day that God set, you know what I'm saying, set apart, the seventh day, which is Saturday, right? And he says a holy gathering. I know you say, you know what I'm saying, as far as means transfer, you might not be able to gather them. But did you know it's other things that we have to do on that day? You know what all we got to do on this, that we can and can't do on the Sabbath?
Just no.
No,
let's just say no. Keep it.
Yeah, it's fine, you know what I'm saying? Because I, you know what I'm saying, we want to, like it says, be continuing with a godly man that you know that keep the commandments. We want to build on what are the things that we are required to do. You know what I'm saying? What are the commandments that we got to do so we can get out of this condition?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to build with each other. Read.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So it's speaking as if it was Friday. You know what I'm saying? It's speaking as if it was Friday and the next day will be Saturday. Read.
Unto the Lord, bake that which ye will bake today, and seeth that ye will seeth, and that which remaineth overlay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So prepare your meals on Friday to eat it on Saturday, so you don't have to cook on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So there's no cooking on the Sabbath. We familiar with that? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me get some more. Nehemiah, what you got?
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 9.
8.
Verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
So no working, you know, no servile work as far as getting paid wages. So if you can get that day off, get that day off. You know what I'm saying? It's a day of rest. Nehemiah 10.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
So there's no buying and selling on the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? That's our natural biblical boycott, you know what I'm saying, that God designed for us. That's ways we can get back the power and get back with God. You know what I'm saying? By honoring his Sabbath. Leviticus 21. You know what I'm saying? This is something that's real simple. You know what I'm saying? I know you probably heard it already, but I just want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, we cover the bases. 21 and 5.
Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make any baldness upon their head.
So it's going into we can't shave it like Michael Jordan. If you're going naturally bald, it is what it is. But you can't shave it, you know what I'm saying, like Michael Jordan, skin bald. Read.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Neither shave we, yeah. So we can't, you know what I'm saying, you can keep it trimmed low, but don't cut into the lines where you destroy the beard, and don't chop it off. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know some brothers like to get the goatee or the mustache, chin strap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't destroy the natural line of the beard. You can trim it down, keep it neat. If you know what I'm saying?
You can line it up.
Yeah, you can line it up. Yeah.
All right. So what can we do? What are we supposed to do on the Sabbath? What are we supposed to do?
Congregate. Yeah, go back to that. Yeah, that's what we just read that earlier. We got to congregate. There's no buying and selling. There's no cooking, but we got to congregate and come together. Like it says, be continuing with a godly man. Read that again.
What about prayer and fasting?
Oh yeah, I got one.
You can. I mean, you can. It's always, the Bible say pray without ceasing.
Right.
But as far as fasting, the only day that we're required to fast is the Day of Atonement. You heard of Day of Atonement before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that day is coming up. Next month? Yeah. 27. September 27th, yeah.
Friday,
September,
sundown.
Yep, Friday, sundown. Yep. What they got you to read? Read that again.
23 and verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwelling.
So wherever we at, you know what I'm saying, we come together and we gather. Give me that Ezekiel 11 and 16. You know what I'm saying? So wherever we were scattered at, we got little, what the Bible calls it, sanctuaries. We call them schools, sanctuaries, where we get together with like-minded individuals and we make sure that we're focused on God's commandments amongst ourselves, amongst our nation. 11 and 16.
Ezekiel chapter 11 and verse 16. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord God, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, And although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come.
So wherever we at, you know what I'm saying, we setting up a little schools where we can come and learn and build with like-minded individuals. So the closest school to you right now is Gastonia. You know what I'm saying, we're working on a location that's going to be closer this way. You know what I'm saying, so hey, reach out and learn more.
Who's going to reach back to me?
We got somebody that's gonna reach. You know what I'm saying? You call that number, we got somebody that's gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, we have contact information as far as our website. Yeah. This is our website right here, IsraelUnite.org.
Oh yeah.
It's tons of information on there. Yeah, you been on there? Okay, yeah, brother Wood. You know what I'm saying? We got.
I think it's one of our bookmarks over here.
Hey, real quick. So just so you know what I'm saying? Yes, that day is mandatory for us to fast, right? But guess what? The only way that we're going to continue to get closer to the Most High God is, we call it SPA. Study, pray, apply.
Correct.
All right? So give me that. Give me Psalms 55. 55. What was it? 55? 17.
Yeah, because faith without works is dead. You have to
Yep.
put the work.
55, 17.
Go ahead, bring that up.
Yes, sir. All right.
Psalms chapter 55, verse 17. Evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice.
Right. So we pray 3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Evening, morning, noon. Send up prayers to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? He's going to hear our voice.
No, it's crazy. I had heard y'all while I was praying. That's why I got up. I was like, I hear somebody outside. It's a little loud. So I walked around and I saw you guys here, so I came back up.
Right. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hey, peace, brothers.
Yes, sir.
Get to these keys.
Okay. Hey. You got how many little ones you got? 5.
5 girls.
5. Oh man, you gotta give me that Ciroc 7. Yeah, you got a tall task, Pops. You know what I'm saying? What ages? What's the oldest? What's the youngest?
14 and 12, 10, 2, and 3.
Okay, yeah, you gotta, yeah, man, you gonna have. Oh man, I wouldn't say it on camera. You gonna have some protection. Make sure ain't nobody coming creeping around your house. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nah, keep the windows locked. Hey, read that. 7:24.
Sirach chapter 7, verse 24. Hast thou daughters? Have a care of their body, and show not thyself cheerful toward them.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Have a care for their body. Don't be don't be playing with them. Be serious with them. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff that's attacking our sons and especially our daughters. You know what I'm saying? Read that.
That's right. Marry thy daughter.
It say marry him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You want to have that opportunity to give them off into marriage. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to fall victim to be a statistic. You know what I'm saying? A single mother, well, you know what I'm saying? We know the statistics. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Where it is.
Read.
Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter.
Right. It says you performed a weighty matter. You got the precept for that? You know what I'm saying? So make sure, you know what I'm saying, you watching over them, you know what I'm saying, them daughters, you know what I'm saying? They say don't be cheerful with them, don't play around with them. You know what I'm saying? They might say daddy always serious, but you serious for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Get that Ciroc 4. Go over to 4 and what's it? 3 and 9. Maybe 3 and 9.
Sirach.
Yeah, read that.
Chapter 3 and verse 9. For the blessing of the father established the houses of the children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations.
So it says the blessing of the father established. Read it again.
Verse 9. For the blessing of the father established the house of children.
Right, established. So what you say is what goes. You know what I'm saying? You the one that lay the ground rules for everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know you know what I'm saying? Our little sisters, our daughters are. I got daughters, you know what I'm saying? I know sometimes they got their little opinionated minds, but it's what I say that goes. You know what I'm saying?
Proverbs 1 and 8.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 8. So yes, sir.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 8. My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother.
Right. So you got to instruct them. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're instructing them. Don't give them too much free time or free, you know what I'm saying, access to everything, because it's something that's going to tug at you.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role